Well, hello folks, it's your native Flor-xan, and today we're going to try something that I've never done, never tried it, so we're going to see what we can do. But pickled shrimp, have you ever tried it? I've never tried it, but it looked pretty daggum good, so we're going to make our own and share it with y'all, so stay tuned. Alright folks, so we're getting started with this, and first thing is we've got some white vinegar. The recipe called for white vinegar, but I did some of the white vinegar and I also threw this rice vinegar in there for the same amount, which was 2/3 a cup. And then it called for 2/3 a cup of olive oil. I've got them both in this container here. I'm going to go ahead and dump that in there. And then get that to warming up. Now we also got, I got one onion here. This was one small onion. Chopped up, and I left it kind of big just so when you eat it you know you're eating onion. And then I'm gonna put, it called for 2 small lemons. I'm gonna go ahead and put I guess about 3 or 4 of these smaller pieces in here and let that come up. Then we'll get to cooking our shrimp. Alright folks, so our mixture is just starting to simmer. Put my fire out. Now I don't want to get this going to a big boil or anything. With that oil in there, I don't want to fry the shrimp. I just kind of want to poach them. So I got about 1 pound here, a little less. We're going to toss them off in there. Had them drying on a paper towel. Just kind of stir them in there. We want to get these cooked. And then we want to add the rest of our seasoning in here, which I've got a teaspoon of Cajun seasoning, a bay leaf, a teaspoon of red pepper flake, teaspoon of black pepper, and a teaspoon of mustard seed, and then a teaspoon of sea salt. So we're going to throw that mix in there. Again, not trying to boil this, not trying to cook everything real fast. We just want to make sure that we get them shrimp cooked through and then get all these flavors married together. Now while that's sitting there, I'm going to add a couple of dashes of W sauce, because why not? Just keep this going here. Just a little more heat. And we're just going to keep on going until we get our shrimp cooked through and get all this married together. Then we're going to start letting it cool, and then we're going to jar it up. Alright folks, so I'm going to cut that heat off. Them shrimp look just about like they're cooked through. Let's see if I can get one out of here. Now these were peeled and deveined. And so there's no shell on them at all. and all the stuff is out of them, but that's looking pretty good right there. So we're gonna let this sit. I don't wanna overcook them shrimp. We're just gonna let them sit here and let this pot cool. We'll take a look at it. We need to, we'll set the pot on some ice to help it get cooled down, but I'll be back with you when we go to jar this up. Alright folks, so I got a mason jar here and a wide mouth funnel, and I think I'm going to try to spoon this in there, so I try not to make too much of a mess. But it's kind of cooled down. I did taste one of the shrimp just to make sure they were cooked through, and they're definitely cooked through. So we're just going to try to get all this down in there. This ain't my favorite funnel, but it'll work. Gotta get that bay leaf. And then what I got here off to the side, I saved some of them lemons to kind of drop off in there before we got it too full. Just to kind of add a little fresh citrus. Push them in on the sides there. And I'm also going to add a little bit of fresh garlic to that mixture. See if we can. Well, I left one behind. Just go in here and see if we can dump the rest of this in there. Don't want to overdo it. Sure got room. How about that? That fit in that jar like a glove. So we're just going to cap this off, get it tight. We're not going to shake it, but we are going to kind of just rotate it, let it turn up and down. And I'm gonna probably, it's still a little warm, I'm gonna probably chill this on ice, and the next time you see us, which will be tomorrow, we're gonna pull these out and take a taste, see what they taste like. So hold on for that. All right folks, it's the next day. As you can tell, I changed my shirt, so it's got to be the next day, right? Anyways, so I went ahead and got that pickled shrimp out of the fridge and dipped me out some right here onto a plate. And let me get a fork. We're gonna try this out. Like I said, I've never tried it. I've seen it, but wanted to try something new. So let me stop one of these. All right, here we go. That's actually pretty good. Sorry for talking with a full mouth, but no, that's good. It's got a good flavor to it. Surprisingly, they're not real hot. I think it could do with a little more spice and maybe a little more salt to them, but hey, made a believer out of me. So the only thing I might change making these again is I think the olive oil was a little too much, and so in the jar it kind of does like what a roast does when you when you put it in the fridge in a pan overnight and it gets that beef tallow at the top of it. That's kind of what it done in the jar. All that olive oil kind of went to the top and kind of congealed a little bit. But other than that, it's good. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you try this out. Made a believer out of me. And as long as y'all keep watching, again, I'll keep making videos. So I appreciate your support. Thank you, and we'll see you on the next one.